What's up guys, Phoenix here, and I have done it again. I've invented yet another new Dragunity combo that this one actually focuses around not allowing your opponent to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Effectively by using the same methodology that Monarchs use with Dominion, i.e. not allowing them to access their extra deck. Now obviously that isn't as important as it was about a couple of weeks back, but it's still something that's actually just really cool and something that, you know, can actually be possibly built upon in the future. Now, what you see on screen are the cards that are needed to perform said combo. What you need to have in your opening hand is YGOpro Instant Fusion. You can also do this with YGOpro Mistleton plus a monster, but that monster has to be either Zephyros, Baby Rock, Dragon Buster the Destruction Sword, or Garuda. It has to be one of those four. It can't be any other monsters, because if it is, you are going to not be able to get the right amount of Gatorg searches to set up the combo, because you end up using all three Gatorg searches to be very, very relevant in terms of putting what you need where. But your opening hand needs to be YGOpro Instant Fusion for the simple version of the combo, and then you obviously have to have a Dux, a Zephyros, a Red Med, a Mist Valley Baby Rock, a Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, and a Dragunity Armor Leviathan in your deck. And then for your extra deck, nothing too extraneous, but you do have to play a Queen Dragon Djinn and double Atum, because we're back to the Leviathan nonsense. You have to play the second Atum to get the Leviathan out in circulation after you've gotten Red Med out. Now, the entire purpose of this combo is it actually goes +4 and it ends with Stardust, Red Med at 2800, an Atum, a Queen Dragon Djinn, and a Leviathan on the field at 0/0 that has Dragon Buster Destruction Sword equipped to it. And the main purpose of equipping this is that while it is a card meant to work with the Buster Blader archetype, it does have the effect of, while this card is equipped to a monster, your opponent cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. And Dragunity Armor Leviathan just happens to be a card that only equips dragon cards from the graveyard. It doesn't have to be a Dragunity card. So when you summon it, you're obviously going to be equipping Dragon Buster, Dragon Buster Destruction Sword. But anyway, I'm going to jump right into the scenario, and I'm going to show you guys how the combo is done. So, like I said, the basics for what you need to open in order to perform this combo, the most basic one is going to be YGOpro Instant Fusion. Now, like I said, you can use YGOpro Mistleton plus any other monster, but that monster has to either be Garuda, Zephyros, Mist Valley Baby Rock, or Dragon Buster. It can't be any other card, because as you're about to see, all of your Gatorg searches are incredibly important. But this one starts out very, very similarly to the Rafflesia combo, or Rafflesia rather, combo that I came up with, just a week or so back, where you just start, doing everything that you do in your standard Dragunity combos. You search Dux, you summon it, you go into your Vajrayana, you get back your Phalanx, and then you instant fusion for Norden and get back your Dux. And then from there, you just go into Gatorg as per usual and just get everything set up for you to start stepping your plays up. Now, like I said, this combo does end in a +4. You end with 7 cards and you started with 3. And that's actually just really good and very cool. And there's no actual gimmicky cards like Harpist being played. The only gimmicky card is Dragon Buster, which is great because it means that you can minimalize on the number of brick cards that you're playing in your main deck in order to perform this combo. Even though Harpist is still good, don't get me wrong, detached the wrong one there. Although it doesn't actually really matter that much because it will all go to the same place in just a second. But you do just want to detach Gatorg first because you want to get it back off Red Med first, because you need to get the second search, because this is the way that you structure it to get 3 searches. Whereas if you detached Vajrayana there, you would have gotten 2 searches because you would have had to bring back Vajrayana instead of Gatorg. But anyway, so you bring back Gatorg off the Red Med, then you bounce Red Med to hand and special summon Zephyros, and you take your 400. And then you get to use this Gatorg effect, and you add and discard Baby Rock here. You add and discard it, and then it special summons itself, so everything is going to be good for you to go up into your first layer of protection for your board, which is going to be Stardust Dragon. So you special it, your Gatorg has used its effect its second time, and you go ahead and you synchro into Stardust here. Alright, and so now you banish the Atum to special summon the Red Med, and then you use Red Med's effect to bring back the Gatorg, and you use its effect for the 3rd time this turn to add and discard Dragon Buster. This way, it gets it into the graveyard ready to be used with Leviathan. Very important, the entire purpose of this combo string. Now, you have these 2 4s left over, so you overlay these into Queen Dragon Djinn, and then you attach either one of them, it literally could not matter less, and you special summon the Vajrayana that fell off the Atum you banished. And then you overlay these for your secondary Atum, and then this Atum is going to do the honors of getting the Leviathan out of your deck, and thus getting your equip for Dragon Buster. Now, this Leviathan is going to be at 0/0, but it is given protection from battle and destruction by card effects via Stardust and Queen Dragon Djinn. For those of you that don't know what Queen Dragon Djinn does, its first line of text is Dragon-type monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle except Queen Dragon Djinn. So they have to kill this before they can even attempt to killing this. Even if it is at 0/0, they have to get over Queen Dragon Djinn, which means they have to breach the 2200 ceiling while being able to do so without using their extra deck. And now they can't use destruction effects like Raigeki or anything against Leviathan because you have a Stardust up as well. So it just all in all, it's just a very good, handy like protection layer that you have for this card. You have it at 0/0, so it's literally not really doing anything for you, but you do just happen to have access to cards that protect it in battle and from card effects. So it doesn't have to really have attack points for it to still be worth. You're locking your opponent out of the game with a monster with 0/0. Like that actually feels kind of fulfilling in its own weird, cynical way. But this is the combo that I hyped up on my my Facebook fan page a few days back, telling you guys about it. Like, if you play any sort of extra deck reliant strategy, this is going to be very hard for you to deal with. Now, there are obviously outlying cards like Quaking Mirror Force, Storm Mirror Force, and stuff like that. But in terms of being able to actually play the game the turn that you are having to respond to this, there's few and far between of what you can actually do. And on top of that, you could just have a Dragon's Bind down as well and use that on the Leviathan that's 0/0. Like, if they try to MST this or something, you could let it die and then have Dragon's Bind, because Dragon's Bind would be able to affect this because it is at 0/0, thus meeting the activation requirements for Dragon's Bind. But then its original attack would kick in for the effect of Dragon's Bind and prevent your opponent from summoning things 26 and over, or 26 and under, rather. But yeah, like, that's just basically the gist of it. This combo goes +4. You ended with 7 cards. You started with 3. And I told you the ways that you can open it. And ultimately, this is just it. Like, there are a couple different variations that you can do on it, but like, I really like the potential addition of this little Dragon Buster card because it gives this deck something that can actually use to kind of play a lockdown, like Stunish type thing. And that's not something that we've ever had before in the deck's engine. We've never had that before built into the deck's engine. We've always had that through other cards like Stardust Protect Iron Wall, Stardust Protect Anti-Spell. We've never had that through a card that we can actually access without having to draw it like a trap. And that's kind of where this and the Rafflesia thing really catch my eye with combos to like instigate further growth of this deck in the future. But anyway, that's all for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the combo. Let me know what you guys think about the combo in the comments down below. But other than that, as always guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to all the nonsense you usually do. Links are in the description to my Facebook pages if you want to suggest decks for me to play. Send it to my Facebook fan page. If you just want to chat with me, whatever, add me as a personal friend on my personal Facebook, all that kind of stuff. If you want to see my live streams where I've actually showed the people on the live stream this combo before I even made this video, as a little bit of a thank you for supporting the live streams, you can go to the Twitch channel that is linked in the description and give it a follow. It'll notify you when I go live, all that sort of nonsense. And there's also a link in there to my donations tab if you can find it in the goodness of your heart to donate directly to me. If you want to support me in that way, it's perfectly fine if you wish to. It's not required, but it is appreciated if it's something you can do, because it just really just helps out a lot more than I can ever stress. But if you don't have money like that to throw around, you can always have the easy and free alternative, which is clicking ads. Click an ad if you have not. I'd greatly appreciate it. Helps me make money. There's no reason to lie to you guys about that. If you have an ad block enabled, please disable it, because it will just help me out more than I can ever stress, and it just motivates me to keep making videos like this. If you guys like them, that's definitely going to be good for you to keep doing, removing your ad block and clicking ads, because it keeps me making videos, because it keeps allowing me to justify time to do so. But other than that, that is all for this video. again, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. But as always, guys, take care.